Hi, kindergarten. Recently, we've read this book, Walter's Wonderful Web, and this is about a spider, but it is a fiction. It's a book of fiction. It's a story about Walter the spider and how he uses different shapes to build his webs. Well, today I thought we could read a book of nonfiction, and this nonfiction book is about ants. We're not going to read the whole thing, so I marked some pages for us to read, but this book is a book of nonfiction. I can get clues from the cover because this book is just called Ants and it has real pictures of ants on the front. Now, ants are insects. Spiders are not insects. They are a different kind of bug, but they are not called technically an insect, and ants are. But I thought it would be interesting to read about ants. You probably are seeing a lot of ants outside because it is spring and all the bugs are out right now. So here's our title page, Ants. It's by Lucy Bowman and illustrated by Paul Parker. There are some illustrations inside. It says designed by Alice Reese. I imagine she put all the information together. But there are also photographs in this book. Here's a table of contents over here. This lists all the different information about ants. Sometimes nonfiction books will give us a table of contents and tell us everything that we're going to learn before we learn it. So this page, part of the book is called Ant Life. Ants are a type of insect. They live in nearly every country in the world. Like all ants, these red harvester ants live and work together in a large group. This is called growing up. Young ants hatch from eggs laid by a queen. They grow into adult stages. The eggs hatch and larvae come out. Adult ants care for them and feed them. Each larva spins a silk shell called a cocoon. Its body changes inside. Around 3 weeks later, adult ants break out of the cocoons. Do you know other animals that have cocoons? Butterflies, yep, moths. These ants are keeping their larvae clean to make sure they stay healthy. These ants are taking care of these larvae, which have all the baby ants inside of them. It says some ants grow up into adult ants without a cocoon. This page is called Finding Food. Different types of ants eat different food, such as plants and other insects. The ants in a colony work together to collect food. An ant finds seeds as it goes back to its nest. It makes a smell that stays on the path, and other ants form a colony to follow the smell to find the seeds. I always wondered, why do ants go in that straight line? Well, they create a path and leave a smell behind for them to follow. Each ant uses its strong jaws to carry a seed back to the nest. You can see these are more illustrations, but they're illustrations of real things. These ants are carrying those seeds. And this is more of a photograph. These ants have found a dead centipede to eat. They are helping each other carry it back to their nest. And this is an illustration down here. It says, fire ants sometimes kill and eat small lizards. That's incredible. And the title of this page is Amazing Ants. Ants can do incredible things. This is a honeypot ant. It has stored food in its body until it's so full that it can't move. That's part of the ant's body right there. When other ants in the colony need food, the honeypot will spit some out for them. Isn't that interesting? Gliding ants can travel by gliding through the air. Dracula ants drink their larva's blood without killing them. And then the bottom one says, fire ants can float on water if they link their legs together. They can make a raft, like an ant raft. Isn't that interesting? All the different kinds of ants there are. I know that ants live on, I think, every single continent, except for maybe Antarctica. And there are just so many different types of ants. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed learning about ants today. They are quite interesting and fun to learn about in this nonfiction book.